The average person today farts about 14 times a day. Yes, 14. You included, even you. It is one of the most universal things the human body does, and it raises a gloriously ridiculous question that almost no one ever thinks to ask. What about our ancient ancestors? Did cavemen fart around the fire, deep in the caves, out on the open savanna? Did prehistoric humans let them rip? The answer is a resounding, echoing yes. But here is the twist you will not see coming. Ancient humans didn't just fart, they almost certainly farted far, far more than you do. We are talking on a completely different level, and the reason why is one of the most surprising windows into how we used to live. To understand the ancient fart, you first need to know what a fart actually is. And no, it is mostly not just swallowed air. The real story happens deep inside your gut, and it is driven by bacteria. Your intestines are home to trillions of microbes, an entire living ecosystem. When you eat, some of your food gets digested by you, but some of it, especially fiber, you simply cannot break down on your own, so it travels down into your gut, where your bacteria throw a feast. They ferment that leftover food, breaking it apart for energy. And just like any good fermentation, that process produces gas, hydrogen, carbon dioxide, and methane, all bubbling up as the bacteria work. That gas has to go somewhere, and well, you know exactly where. So a fart is not really a sign of something gross. A fart is the exhaust pipe of a busy, thriving, living gut. The more your bacteria have to ferment, the more gas they produce. And that single fact is the key to the entire ancient mystery. Because here is what ancient humans ate all day, every day. Fiber. Enormous, staggering, almost unimaginable amounts of fiber. Their meals were wild roots, tubers, tough leaves, seeds, and stringy plants dug straight from the earth. Coarse, fibrous food packed with exactly the stuff bacteria love most to ferment. Scientists estimate that ancient humans ate over 100 grams of fiber every single day. Now compare that to a modern person. Today, the average adult eats only about 15 grams of fiber a day. That is not a small gap. It is a canyon. Ancient humans ate up to 7 times more fiber than we do. And remember, fiber is the #1 fuel for gas. More fiber means more fermentation, and more fermentation means more gas. So the ancient human gut was essentially a roaring engine of digestion. Every fibrous root and tuber they swallowed became fuel for an internal storm. If our measly 15 grams makes us fart 14 times a day, just imagine what 100 grams was doing to them. But it was not only the food, it was also who lived inside them. To find out, scientists studied one of the last hunter-gatherer peoples on Earth, the Hadza of Tanzania. The Hadza still live much the way all humans once did, hunting, gathering, and eating wild food. In 2014, researchers analyzed their gut bacteria, and they were stunned. The Hadza have one of the most diverse gut microbiomes ever recorded in a human being, around 40% more diverse than the average person in the industrialized world. Their guts are packed with specialized bacteria built specifically to shred fiber, far more fermenters working far harder on far more fuel. And more fermenting bacteria doesn't only mean better digestion, it also means inevitably a whole lot more gas. So picture the ancient gut, overflowing with fiber and teeming with fermenters. It was, without exaggeration, one of the gassiest setups a human body has ever had. But now, for the question you are really wondering, did ancient farts absolutely reek? And here the answer is surprisingly kind to them, because the smell of a fart does not actually come from the fiber gases at all. Hydrogen, methane, carbon dioxide, those are almost completely odorless. The infamous stink comes from something else entirely, sulfur. And sulfur mostly comes from foods like meat, eggs, and a few specific vegetables. Ancient humans ate meat, yes, but their diet was overwhelmingly plants and fiber. So while they almost certainly produced a massive volume of gas, a lot of it may have been far less smelly than the modern, meat-heavy, sulfur-rich fart. Bigger, louder, and more frequent, but not necessarily worse. And there was one more thing that made the whole situation completely normal. Everyone was doing it, constantly, all the time. Around the fire, inside the shelter, out on the hunt, a fart was just the background noise of being alive. And just as your nose stops noticing a smell you're always surrounded by, an entire tribe of gassy humans probably barely registered it at all. There was no shame in it whatsoever. It was simply the sound of dinner, doing its job. Now you might be wondering how on earth we could possibly know any of this. We can't exactly travel back in time and listen, but ancient humans left us clues in the most unglamorous form imaginable: fossilized poop. Scientists politely call them coprolites. These hardened, preserved droppings can survive for thousands of years, and inside them, researchers find the remains of ancient meals and ancient gut bacteria, fiber-rich plants, seeds, and the very microbes that once fermented them. In a strange way, ancient humans left behind a fossil record of their own digestion. Their leftovers became one of the most valuable time capsules in all of science. And that leads us to the strangest twist of the entire story. We tend to assume that farting less would make us the more advanced, healthier humans, but the science quietly suggests the exact opposite. That big, ancient, fibrous fart was the sound of a genuinely healthy gut. When we swapped wild plants for soft, processed, low-fiber food, our gas went down. But so did the incredible diversity of life living inside us. Our modern microbiome is a shadow of the ancient one, quieter but far poorer. And that loss is now linked to many of the very diseases that haunt the modern world. So the ancient human was not the primitive one here. In this, they may have had it right. Their noisy, fibrous gut was thriving in a way that ours very often is not. So the next time your body betrays you at the worst possible moment, try to remember what that sound really is. It is one of the oldest, most human noises on the entire planet, the very same sound that echoed around campfires hundreds of thousands of years ago. The unmistakable signature of a living, fermenting ancient gut. Your ancestors farted with health and abundance and never once thought twice about it. And maybe in a strange way, that thunderous ancient fart was the sound of everything we have lost.